Babe, Act 1, Scene 2. Dr. Davis. Babe, have you been feeling since our last one-on-one? Babe, oh, fair to middling. Like I said, I'd rather have these little silly nightmares and monogram headaches than to be bothered with a lot of other problems brought on by old age. Dr. Davis. We'll see what we can do to alleviate the headaches. And by the way, babe, they're called migraine, not monogram. Babe. Dr. Davis, them pains racks my head so I'd swear they had my name written on them. Like nobody else's head could hurt as bad as mine. That's how come I calls them monogram headaches. I think them headaches is just a cross I has to bear, Dr. Davis. I sure don't understand about those nightmares, though. I had one last night. The same old thing. Train whistle blowing, driving rain, and the headless man. I woke up screaming, dripping in sweat. Same as always. I sure wish I knew why. Dr. Davis. Was your head hurting in the dream? Or did you notice it when you woke up? Babe. I didn't notice it until after I woke up. No, it was hurting in the dream. Dr. Davis. Babe, I think I know something that might help us. Have you ever been hypnotized? Babe. No, I can't say that I have. I got some laughing gas once when I had a tooth pulled. Is that the same thing? Dr. Davis. No, it's not quite the same. With hypnosis, you can talk and think clearly, though you might not remember when you're awakened. It's a relatively harmless practice. I've used it on several occasions with a pretty good success rate. Babe. I don't know. How much is this hypnosis? You know my daughter's paying for these visits, and her money is coming in slow. Well, with the job moving up to Mexico and downsizing and all. Dr. Davis. Hold on. I'll call her. Octavia. Babe, I done told you not to let that man put you in no trance. At least it ain't no couch in here. If you do let him put you under a spell, don't you say nothing about me. How you feel, babe? Babe. I feel okay. Maybe a little nervous. Octavia. Well, I hope you don't lay on no couch. I still can't get over you coming to no doctor for crazy folks. Just like those well-off-to-do women. Babe. Octavia, can you sing me a song? That always calms me. Babe. Did my daughter approve those hypnosis visits, doctor? If so, I'll do it. Dr. Davis. Yes, she did. And we'll start right now. Take a deep breath and relax. Babe. Okay, I'm relaxed. And I pray this works for me, Dr. Davis. Dr. Davis. I'm going to wave my hand back and forth, and soon you'll feel sleepy. When I snap my fingers, I'll tell you to go back to another time. Are you ready? I think the 70s and 80s is a good place to start this first hypnotic experience. Ready? Go. Babe. It's 1989, almost the end of the 80s, and I'm still overweight. I have a lot of sadness in this decade. I buried my husband Lester. We've been married over 40 years, and he sure was a good husband. The early 80s are seeing a lot of lawlessness and breakdown of the family. Kids are getting totally out of control. Parents can't discipline them, and neither can the schools. It's the 70s now, and everything is psychedelic. Just about every family has a member fighting in the Vietnam conflict. Dr. Davis. Babe, wake up. Babe, how'd I do, Doc? Dr. Davis. You did fine, babe. Just fine. I got a lot of useful information, but I think we have time for a short question and answer. Do you think so? Babe. Yes, I think I have time. My daughter's picking me up after work in about a half an hour. Dr. Davis. What was the weather like in Georgia when you left? Babe. It was warm. But then again, it's normally warm all year in Georgia. Dr. Davis. How many people came to Indianapolis with you? Babe. 8 children and 2 adults in my immediate family. My maternal grandma and grandpa, Mama Hattie and Papa Cass, and my great maternal aunts and uncles, family. Dr. Davis. How long did the trip take? Babe. 2 days in a wagon to Atlanta, and then 3 days on a train to Indiana. Dr. Davis. Do you remember anything about the train? Babe. We went through a valley. It was pitch black, and a headless man appeared. He had a voice that didn't seem human, and people were dropping money for him in a pan. Oh, and there was a lot of singing on the train. It was so strange. It would be so quiet, and then someone would start humming softly. And before long, everyone was singing. The one song I remember is an old Negro spiritual, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Dr. Davis. Where did you leave from, babe? Babe. We left Cedartown, Georgia in a wagon to Atlanta and took the train and rode up past Marietta, Cartersville, Calhoun, and Dalton. We went on into Chattanooga and then over to Mount Eagle, up through Nashville and on into Kentucky, and finally into Indiana. Dr. Davis. What do you remember about Georgia? Babe. We didn't have close neighbors, and the church was far away. My daddy was a deacon. Dr. Davis. Do you remember anything about the cotton fields, babe? Babe. Oh, sure. My parents worked the fields, and us children went with them in the wagon. Now, we stayed in the wagon while they worked, and at noon, white folks brought us lunch. And I remember that red clay dirt. Dr. Davis. Is there anything we haven't discussed that stands out in your mind, babe? Something that triggers feelings of anxiousness, fear, or nervousness? Babe. I get anxious when I think about the headless man. He's always in my dreams. Dr. Davis. This is a lot of valuable information. It just might help us determine the cause of your problems. That's enough for today. I'll see you soon, babe. Goodbye. Take care, babe. Goodbye, Dr. Davis.